Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Renewed Joe Show. I am your host, Joseph Lacombe, and we are going to get it started. Now, there's a few new things and a few old things. One, the host is old. The host, same guy. It's me. Um, the show, renewed, like the rise and fall and re-rising of the phoenix. Instead of it being a podcast, this is a video broadcast. Now, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. And um, I've gotten to meet one of the actors at a Fanboy Expo in the past year. But as a moment, I'm going to take, because this is live, I'm going to find my broadcast and I'm going to send it off to uh, you, the viewers. Now, I'd like you guys to make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Totally make my day. This is really cool. I'm super excited. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on the episode. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Go, go. I got one person watching. This is awesome. Welcome to the Joe Show. I'm I'm just letting people know to come to the Joe Show real quick. Um, if you give me just a minute, I thank you so much for your patience. But this is the first ever live episode of the Joe Show. Leave a comment in the comment section below and just say hello. If you're new to the show, like, comment, and subscribe. I promise we got a bunch of good stuff coming along the way. This is probably the first and maybe not the last live episode, but it'll be the first one until the next one. Set the link and good to go. Awesome. That's just on Facebook though. I gotta get that. I gotta get that going on all my social medias. But anyways, thank you for joining in. I'm so excited that you could be here because today we are going to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time here on the Joe Show today, The Neverending Story. Now, two of the best things about The Neverending Story. The Orin was a gift given to me by Noah Hathaway. A photo of Noah Hathaway and Atreyu. Awesome picture. Ever so happy. But this is the film that we're going to talk about today. And the person is gone. That's fine. We're going to keep this episode rolling. Um, the casting of this film stars multiple people, multiple great people. Barrett Oliver, Gerald McCraney. If I don't say any of these names correctly, I apologize. Chris Eastman, Daryl Cooksey, uh, Nicholas Gilbert, Thomas Hill, Deep Roy, Tilo Bruckner, Moses Gunn, and of course Noah Hathaway, and many more. Um, oh, but I can't forget about this guy, Alan Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. Okay, Alan Oppenheimer. He was Rock. He was the voice of Rockbiter. He was the voice of Falkor, uh, Gamork, and he was the narrator of the film. He was at the Fanboy Expo. That's right. He was the one person I didn't get to meet that day. But, like I said, Noah Hathaway, great guy, and that's what I want to talk about a little bit. Noah Hathaway is Noah Hathaway was born November 13th, 1971, in Los Angeles, California, to Judy and Robert Hathaway. Noah started his way to stardom in commercials, in which he began to appear. He began to appear at the age of 3. In 1978, he landed the role of Boxy on the cult sci-fi show Battlestar Galactica. Later that year, he played the role of Atreyu in The Neverending Story in 1984. Or later that year. Yeah, it says later that year. Later that year, he portrayed the role of Atreyu in The Neverending Story in 1984. Bio goes on, but this young man made his excuse me. He made his debut in The Last Convertible. He made his he kept going with Super Train, Battlestar Galactica, High Midnight, Mork and Mindy. Okay, now that's an episode I gotta see. I love me some Mork and Mindy. He was on an episode of My Turn. 8 is Enough, Separate Ways, Laverne and Shirley. Okay, he was on an episode of Laverne and Shirley. Gotta see that too. He was on an episode of Chips. Ice Cream Man. He was Ice Cream Man. He was Tommy in 1982. Okay, I'll have to check that out too. Gotta check out more of this. And he was on a show called Best Friends. And finally, The Neverending Story in 1984. His accolades go on and on. He's actually still doing stuff to this day. He's got a film called Nightmare City, which is unannounced as of yet, but one of his most recent pieces of work that he did was in 2016. It was called The Chair, and he played Alvarez. If you guys don't recognize him, is because even if you look up on IMDb, like this is a photo they have of him on IMDb. IMDb is not a sponsor of my show, just letting you guys know that. Anything you hear in the background, music, anything, I'm not sponsored. This is first episode. This is the prologue. If you guys would like to help me get sponsored, I appreciate it. But yeah, Noah Hathaway is a really nice guy. I got the autograph from him, and then I told him, man, I've been looking for that necklace for God knows how long now. He said, hold that note. Went reaching into his bag and digging into his bag, and threw me this necklace that I caught with both my hands, and I opened up, and I about cried at the Fanboy X. expo. It was really cool. It's nice to meet people at these shows, at these fanboy expos, at these shows, and see that they're really nice guys. Some of them not so much. I won't say any names, but others. Noah had once my show gets pushed and gets rolling, I would love to have him as a guest on my show. But that is all the time I'm going to take up for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Um, Hopefully, you guys will watch this episode whenever it's done. Episode 1, done, over with. I promise more is going to come along the way. Uh, I got to figure out lighting because this is just terrible, the glare on my glasses and everything. But nonetheless, okay, episode 1 is done. This is awesome. This is the beginning of so much. You guys are here from day 1, and I hope to catch you to my final days. Man, this is the prologue, and there's so much more to come. Special guest, things other than introducing films and the actors in them. I plan on giving you guys a show. If you guys like, comment, and subscribe, I promise things will get better along the way. Thank you, and have a good day. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'm out.